Hi everybody on YouTube, this is Lady Justine, and this is my Anime Boston Fund. And this is my friend Gojo's Anime Boston Fund. Gojo, come get your Anime Boston Fund. Right. I actually made the title of this video serious because it is very serious. I was wondering if the people of this world kind of understood anything about homosexuality. I never get why exactly people want to be mean and cruel and do things that are honestly just should not be done. I mean, honestly. I'm now facing like all this challenges and stuff with coming out to everybody I know. Friends, family, people who work for my family. It's just like, it's really hard. Oh man. I wanted to explain in some sort of fashion how it was to feel homosexual. Really. It's not like it's a choice, people. We actually are born this way. It's a condition. It's kind of like, it's not a disease, but it's a condition. You wake up and all of a sudden you have the flu. Well, you woke up that morning and you had the flu. You're born and your skin is black or white. You were born that way. It's not like you had a masculine mother and a feminine father. It's not anything that has to do with that. You're not created into who you are. And just because my mother was masculine and she was taking care of the family does not make the fact that I'm gay is because of that. So today I've been having just this really, I was like really excited, hyperactive. I woke up this morning, I had a really good night last night, I got to talk to someone I really care for, and I was just like, yeah, you know, it's a really awesome day, I'm going to have a really kick butt day. I got on the bus and it was awesome, you know, just, no one cared the fact that I'm still reading Is It a Choice, which is a really good book, and I suggest to read it. So then I continued through my day. I had my computer class, and yeah, I'm failing computers, but nonetheless. So I continue to getting on the bus in the other part of the afternoon. I'm on the bus. My sister gets off. Now I sit down. Finally I get to sit down because the bus is like cram-packed. And so I open up, once again, I open up Is It a Choice? And a man sitting in front of me, he kept staring at me. Just would not help, just staring at me. First off, he was staring at me before my sister got off the bus. I don't know why, probably sizing me up or something. But I was like, whatever, okay, fine. And then I sit down and I'm reading. And he's staring at me. And I know enough, like, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean to know that he was talking about me on his cell phone to his friend. I was pissed. I was just like, okay, just because I'm who I am and I may be gay doesn't mean you have to tell your friend that in front of you, oh my gosh, it's an American gay person. I mean, if you want an autograph, freaking ask me for it. I don't mind giving you an autograph. Now, 3-4 days ago, I was on the bus and I was reading that same book, and I was on my way home. And this guy on the bus, and the way I read, okay, the bus is like this, okay? This end over here is the front of the bus. And you have the seats that point in opposite directions, but not forward or backward. They point in opposite directions. And then you have the seats that point forward. Now, I sit in the seats that point in opposite directions. But when I sit with my back against, facing the driver. So I've got my, my leg up, and I'm just like chilling. Sitting there reading and I'm listening to, I think it was Long Sharp Party or something. I know it was a really good song. And so the guy who's sitting there in front of me, like in front of me, I was in front of him technically. So the guy who I was sitting in front of, he's like, reads the front of my book, and he's like, "You're a sinner. You should get off this bus or put that book away, because little kids will see that you're reading that book, and you go to hell." I was like, what the fuck? And I got really irritated, and I was like, dude, just because I read this book does not make me gay. For one, it also doesn't mean that you have to get into my business. This is who I am. I don't ask you about who you are, you know? And he's like, you guys don't have to flaunt it. You don't have to show it off all over the place. You do. You don't have to go to the state house and da-da-da. And he was like on a tangent. And I was pissed. The driver, he ends up like asking me, what am I reading? Because he assumed I was like reading something pornographic. And I was like, no, I'm just reading, Is It a Choice? And he's like, oh, what book is that? And I showed him the front cover. And he goes, oh, I read the one before it got revised. I was like, see, I know. It's like a good book. It answers questions. And he goes, yeah, I read it because my nephew, he came out to the family a few years back. So I was really interested in, like, the bus driver's nephew, kind of just figuring out and stuff. All suddenly, the guy's like, oh, that's it. I'm not riding on this bus anymore. And he gets off the bus. He, like, pulls the cord and he gets off the bus. I don't understand how people just think that who I am is a sinner. How am I a sinner? For one, me and God have problems, so I'm not really talking to him or her. We're just not talking. But how am I a sinner for who I am? The peoples that work for my dad, they think it's funny that what they do to me is a joke. They're like, oh, you know, da-da-da-da, Justine's gay. So one of the girls, she always, like, picks on me. I'm not touchy-feely. I am reverse touchy-feely. It takes me a very long time to be able to be, like, physically touchable to somebody. And it takes me longer time to touch a guy than it does to touch a girl. And that's because I have a mortal fear of men. But, so they just think it's funny to turn around and think that just assumably because I came out to them, that I'm okay with them grabbing on me and everything. And then they're like, oh, come on, baby, come on, you come home with me, okay? Right now, I'm actually interested in somebody, and these two think it's funny to risk, like, just ride my ass the entire time. I kind of wish that, sometimes I just kind of wish I could leave home and get in a car and drive away and just go to the, you know, somebody's house. And she probably knows who she is. But, like, I just kind of wish I could just go someplace and just be there. And not have to worry about all the stress and everything. So, I only have a few good things that are happening in my life. I'm going to be getting a car soon, though I can't drive, but I am getting a car soon. And I have conventions coming up. Hopefully, a person, I will be getting to meet them. And I'm just kind of like hoping that everything works out. College doesn't seem to be working out for me. I'm really sorry, senseis. I really am trying, like, emotionally trying, but it's hard. It's very, very, very hard for someone with my, like, problems to be sitting in class and deal with my teachers. More so because they don't let you get up for, like, 2 hours. Huh. It might be the 19th of February. Yeah, I think it's the 19th of February. So, it's the 19th of February, and I'm stupid, and, yeah, you just got retarded. Sorry, SXE Phil, that was just, stupidness. Bye, guys.